I just tried to film this video. Look at the lighting, it's so bad now. Listen. All that matters is that you can hear me because the devil is a lie and my mom came outside with the dogs and made the most noise while I was trying to do something that I felt I was called to do. And you know what? But that's okay because that was a test. That was a test and I'm not going to let it stop me. I'm just going to post this video unedited like I wanted to do the last time. So, I'm Cheyenne. Hey, what's up? I have a lot of opinions about things I barely know anything about, and I would love to share them with the world. I want to start off by saying that I don't know everything, but I'm going to be sharing the most rawest opinion that I possibly have about these things because that's what people do anyways, but they don't tell you that they don't know anything. So I'm just going to let you know right from the get-go. I feel like I was called to make these videos. I've had a YouTube account since I was 12, so that was 7 years ago. That's why I'm called 𝕿𝖍𝖊 𝕭𝖎 because I was 12, and so I wanted to be like, I can't wait until I'm 13, so I put a 13. So I've been on YouTube for a very long time. Obviously back then I was like, nah, there's no way, but it got to a point in high school where I was like, I feel like I could really make videos, but I thought, I definitely don't want to make beauty videos. But I didn't really know what else to do. Now I do. I'm just going to do me and just talk about the things that I care about. So the first topic that I want to bring up is why I hate the term African American. I think it's very strange that we call black people in America African Americans, but we don't call white people European Americans. There are a few woke white people who call themselves European Americans, and I give them a round of applause. Like, I think that's super cool, but that still doesn't make any sense. There's so many countries in Europe. Scottish people do not look like Italians. Italians do not look like friggin' Swiss people. And you know what's funny? Russia technically is a part of Asia, like the continent, the landmass. So wouldn't they be Asian American? Like, it's just very weird. Why would you go by the entire continent for one select group of people and not anyone else? And then we call Latin Americans, but not every Spanish person in America is Latino. Some people are from South America, some people are actually from Spain. Some people are from other countries that I don't know anything about that speak Spanish. So why do we call them all Latino American? Or Latin American. That's just very weird to me. I feel like we need to wake up and realize who came up with the term African American. It was the same people that came up with the term nigger. Okay? And it took us hundreds of years to reclaim that word, and we're still fighting over it. And you have to drop the ER. You have to. It has to be an A. So, I mean, why are we calling ourselves African Americans? Like, can't you see that's the new nigger? That's the name that they gave us to let us know, to continually remind us of where we came from, even though it's been hundreds and hundreds of years. And black Americans have a separate culture from African Americans, who also have a separate culture from Caribbean Americans, which I would classify my parents as Caribbean Americans. I would call my parents either Caribbean Americans or Jamaicans because they immigrated here. I'm a first generation American, so I'm either American or Caribbean American. I think it's very, very sort of, what it does is it neglects the diversity on an entire continent and within a people, within so many cultures. It neglects so much, and that's nothing that America is meant to be about. I thought that the people on the Mayflower, they didn't come over and call themselves European Americans. Like, when did that start? It's very weird. When you got to America, you were an American, and that was it. So I feel like either we're all Americans, you call first generation or people who just immigrated to America, you call them Americans because they chose to come here to this country, and you call their children either Americans, which is what it really needs to get to. But if we need to attach a culture, it needs to be country specific because it's very, very, very insensitive. Also, I think that white, brown, and black needs to go. I don't know. Indian people claim brown. I don't know how y'all can claim brown. Like, for real, I'm brown. I'm not black. Again, I did not call myself black. I'm brown. White people are not even white. White people are beige and pink. Like, we should call people pink, pink, tan, olive, brown, dark skin. Like, what happened to all of these other colors that we can call people by? And why are we even calling people by their color? That's very weird. But if we are, like, let's at least recognize all these neutral tones that exist. White, brown, and black, that's just very dehumanizing because that's not what our skin tone actually looks like. So yeah, that's my first video. You know what, the second take was so much easier because I already ran through it, but I was so much more lively in the first take. So hopefully in the next video that I will make tomorrow, I will be lively once again, and I can talk about something else that I find interesting, because I have so many things I can talk about, things that I've been telling my friends for years. Like, I have so many things that I can talk about. So stay tuned.